it is a horrendous episode for every single level you can think of, whether it's the lore aspects of it or just from a storytelling standpoint or a dialogue standpoint. By the way, these twins look exactly the same as adults.
Yeah,
but they don't as kids.
It's yeah. The story. All right. Spoilers. Whatever. The episode is a flashback where the twins, where we discover where these twins came from and what happened. So they go back and they're 8 years old at this point, and they're living with a bunch of women witches. Are there witches in Star Wars?
It's a lesbian witch cult, is what it is. It's
There's
a lesbian
witches
witch
in
cult.
Star Wars, apparently. So they've always been fine.
Yes.
Whatever. So then they're learning how to use the Force, and when the mother, this woman here, the black lady, her name is Mama, I guess, in the episode, she goes, some people, they call it the Force, but it's actually a thread, and you can pull on the thread and do all that and manipulate stuff. So they changed the way the Force is. It's a thread, and then all of a sudden, one of the twins is like, I don't want to live with the witches anymore. And the other one's like, no, you better. And that's like the whole thing. So then the two mothers, which you are seeing here in this photo, are fighting over these twins. One of them conceived them and the other one created them. That is dialogue in the show. The one with the horns all over, the big pimples on her face, she said, I conceived them.
Yeah.
Black mother said, well, I created them. So they're deciding what to do with them. The Jedi randomly freaking show up.
Child Protective Services should
Jedi.
And
like this world is out of their jurisdiction apparently, but they show up anyway. As we know from Star Wars, the kids are too old to be trained. Okay, but they said, we detect children here, and they're like, there's no children here. And finally, one of them comes out. And they're like, yeah, let's put him through the test and we'll train him to become Jedi. Cool. Well, the witches don't like that. And they start singing and dancing. And I don't know. It's really weird. So then the mama witch, she's like, hey, just tell him you don't use the Force or the thread. Don't
lie
tell
to
him that.
him.
Then,
lie to him.
Yeah, lie to him. And then they'll get. And then she makes one weird line. She goes, because the galaxy doesn't like women like us. The galaxy doesn't like women like us. And it's like, okay, whatever that means. So a galaxy filled with aliens, droids, Wookiee Jedis now that did absolutely nothing. So these 4 Jedi show up. The other one, Osha, was like, no, I want to be a Jedi. And the other twin, May, is mad that she told that they have Force powers. So the bad twin shoved her in her room, locked her in, and grabs a single candle off the wall, throws it at the door, and the whole witch community goes up in flames. She manages to climb through a tunnel and escape, and then she goes to the 4 Jedi and hugs them. Now, sorry, I'm stuttering. This is the stupidest part of the whole show. The show is May, the bad twin, who is trained by the Acolyte, apparently, is killing the Jedi who burned down her village. When we just learned she burned down her village. She set the fire. She watched them all die. And now she's going to hunt down the Jedi and say they did it. This makes no sense. There's no point in her having revenge. Then this is what blows my mind. In the last episode, we had the white Jedi who's been sitting for 10 years since this incident, I guess, who's sad because the witch village burned down. When May gets to her, he wakes him up with poison and said, hey, your fault that my family died. He goes, yeah, you're right. And self-deletes. Over that? He was barely in the show. He just showed up and just stood in the back. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing to have him have 10 years of pain and sadness over this event to make him want to drink poison. I'm just like, the writing is incredibly horrible. Like you said, forget the lore. Even if this was a regular TV show, you'd be like, man, this is dumb. It makes no sense.